What's up? Hey, Hoot 3. Oh, you saw it? Awesome. Hey, Puddle Fits. Who else? Oh, hey, Claire. Long time no talk. Oh, my God. Hey, Megan. Hey, Reagan. Hey, Jamie. Shaky. Let's see. Hey, Peta. Hey, Shyla. The Fire Within. Kristen. Susan Elliott. What's up? Oh, sorry. You asked me a question earlier, didn't you? I believe you did. I don't think it was anything, private either, but let me just double check. Was it? Maybe it wasn't you. Oh, no, it was you. Okay. Oh, I started. That's right. You asked me a question a while back, or you told me something on Twitter or on DMs. I never. I have it all typed out here. I just haven't sent it. I don't know why I don't have it. Oh, I'm just gonna send you what I have. So there. But you did send me another question though. No. I don't believe anyone's proven that wrong yet. Hopefully, I don't know. It sounds like it might be provable. I don't know. I'm not. It's not something I'm doing at the moment though. Kind of feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm probably the last person who should be contacting authorities to judge or to find out the validity of reported claims by okay. I feel like I don't I feel like I would not be the right person to do it at this point. So that's a prayers for without a crystal ball. FBI wore bulletproof vests and questioned her about right. I know, right? What's up, Claire? How are you? So maybe, hey, I'm going to drop the link here for you, Claire, if you are up to it. I don't know what's going on today. I heard that there's a police search or whatever today, but I don't know anything about it. I've been busy and shit today. I just haven't had a chance to catch up on everything. And then I wanted to finish my video. So, there. I just want to know what the hell's going on. Have they even said anything, like why they were there, or what's discovered, or anything? I mean, at this point, I'm starting to even question or wonder if he's still alive. I don't know. I know. Wait a minute. She didn't actually say that the FBI wore bulletproof vests, though, did she? Because, oh yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. So, yeah, but I know it was said, but to my knowledge, I mean, I don't know if what was said is true. I don't know. It could be. But then again, there was also that tweet yesterday that allegedly showed like the absence of her address in the call blotter. Come to find out that call blot that link or whatever for the call blotter wasn't even to a city in her state. It was in a completely different state. So this is why I'm reluctant to believe anything without proof. So, I mean, I don't know the person who made the video. She could be telling the truth. I don't know. But after just seeing how easily it was to show that yesterday was a lie, I'm just skeptical. Hey, Claire.
Hey, I couldn't tell if that was my name or not, so I just.
Well, I said the Claire, but you're always welcome on here. You know that.
Okay. Well, thank you. Hey, Will. Sorry, Will.
Well, I mean, you snooze, you lose. I don't know what to say. Like.
No. Hey, he could come up and kick me.
I'm not gonna sit here and wait all night. I want to make fun.
Yeah, it's not good to wait on a guy. No, never. It's not.
I probably would, though. I probably would. I don't know.
Well, you know what? I don't blame you. There's plenty I would too.
Exactly.
But yeah. So what did you hear about what happened with the KJ in this story?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, it's about freaking time.
Oh, 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 hi. Do you
Hey.
want to get next to her? I'll switch with you. Sorry.
Yeah, so I know you've been keeping up on the whole like Gabby case and everything. What happened today?
They just executed a search warrant for sorry, I'm eating mozzarella sticks. They executed a search warrant for it was the FBI
Right.
for Brian Laundrie's house. And then I'm sure that's a result as of finding Gabby Petito's body yesterday.
Right.
But the thing is this is why if people in true crime on YouTube actually behave responsibly, they could actually do a lot of good. Because the reason why they were able to find Gabby Petito's body was because some YouTubers who were driving an RV and they filmed where they were at while the husband was editing footage. He noticed the van, and she was found just maybe just a few hundred feet from where the van was filmed.
Yeah, I heard that, like 100 yards or something or less. Something
Crazy.
like that.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. So
Wow.
So I mean, if your heart's in the right place and you're doing good things, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with social media if you use it properly, if you use it responsibly. So and they're, you know, what I'm hearing, I mean, they were live yesterday. I forgot the name of it. It was Red, White, and some Butane. Red, White, and Butane, I think, is the name of their channel. And they they were live yesterday discussing it, and they were already monetized, and the super chats were like rolling in because I mean, they're heroes, you know.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
they absolutely deserve it. And then I'm hearing today, I was just live, and my chat was telling me that they're planning on donating all the money to mental health awareness, which I think is amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
But even if they don't, like, they deserve to keep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they led police to the biggest piece of evidence possible.
Yeah, exactly. And like, not just that. I mean, it's not even just what they gave the police, but what they gave her parents. I mean, yeah, it's the like
The closure that they gave
yeah,
the parents. Yeah,
exactly.
Now
It's like this is like the second worst outcome. I mean, the first worst outcome, in my opinion, would be as if they never got an outcome. You know what I mean? So this is like the second worst, but it's not the first worst. So,
but and you know, they seem like, of course, they're hopeful people, but her family definitely seems like realists as well.
right.
Because you don't go home and then lawyer up immediately. You know what I mean? Like, he lawyers up and then refuses to cooperate with law enforcement. You know what I mean? It just and then there's rumors that his mom once worked for the DA locally there.
Oh,
So you know, that just all sounds like mommy saying, well, you know, what they can't prove, you're good as long as they can't prove nothing.
see,
Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, everything is pointing towards it. He's done some bad shit here.
He totally did it.
Yeah,
He totally
exactly.
did
And
it.
I think he did too. I do think he did.
It looks really bad. The way
Yeah,
he's
it
acting.
does. And I mean, I don't see. There's maybe some crazy scenarios where like his behavior might make some sense, or it might explain his I don't know, whatever. But the chances of those scenarios being remotely factual or actual is like, dude, it's not probable. I don't think it's probable. But
Well, I
Still,
mean,
though,
there's
no-
the 911 call that was released because there was body cam footage of police responding to a
Right.
911 call.
oh, okay, I didn't know that the call was released. But yeah, I know
Well, the
about
call
the
was
body cam.
released, and in the call, the person who made the call specifically says that Brian was slapping her.
Oh.
So right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And not he slapped her once, like he was slapping her, and then at one point he says he continued to slap her. So I mean, there's just too much. Like if he gets caught, he's going to prison. You know,
Right,
I mean, there's just no way. What we can hope for, the best case scenario, is that he turns himself in. His attorney advises him to plead guilty, so he doesn't put the family through any more torment of a trial. And he just takes accountability and then takes whatever punishment that the law will throw at him. You know,
So
Well, here's my question: like, who would be doing the process? Like, what jurisdiction would this fall under? I mean, it wouldn't be Florida, obviously.
it's a federal case.
Why?
Thank goodness it's a federal case. Now, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not a law enforcement officer.
Was it
but-
federal land or something? I mean, was it?
No, well, if I had to guess, this is just a guess, but I'd say that it's because there were multiple states involved. There's no way to know yet where the murder took place because they were traveling. So since since he took evidence of a crime and crossed state lines with that evidence, being the van at least, then that makes it a federal case. I think so.
Okay. That's going to be very interesting to find out. Can I ask you?
Because there's no way to know where the murder actually took place, at least not yet. You know what I mean? Because they were on the road. They were on the road. They were traveling.
Yeah, but I would think though that then it would just default to where the body was found, maybe, unless there was something.
No.
Some sort of evidence to suggest otherwise, but.
Because he could have traveled from one state to another to dispose of the body.
Yeah. Can I ask you, Will? You said that he lawyered up. Did he lawyer up before they knew she was missing, or was that after?
I'm not 100% on that. But
I would think it was after they knew she was missing. Because I mean, why have to lawyer up? I mean, why would the police?
Well, it would be obviously a lot more suspicious if he lawyered up before they even knew she wasn't with him.
What I personally think happened. Is just theory, speculation. But what I personally think happened was that he lawyered up before she went missing because he probably called mommy and daddy and told them what happened. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, Mom. And then they were like, okay, we're just going to get you a lawyer, blah, blah, blah. Don't say a word to anybody. Come home.
Because that was my perception, that it happened pretty quick, that he got there and he got home pretty quick from when she.
Right.
Right. So that's, I was just curious because I hadn't heard any details on that. But you're following it really closely. This is cool.
Yeah. I mean, the whole country is. This is the biggest case since Scott Peterson.
Yeah, and that was horrid. It's still horrid, actually.
Right.
But
I caught your stream. I don't know if it was last night or the night before, where you were talking about Kay's messages in her group there on Facebook.
Well, they're not messages to me.
I know.
I have a Discord, and I guess somebody's in one of her groups, or in her group. She had to create a group, and she, I just laughed because she's dying. You could tell she's just dying to capitalize on this, and she has no way to do it.
I know she can't. Yeah, she's got no platform.
It's hilarious.
No platform.
Right. And what's funny is I don't even. It's not even. I didn't jump on the bandwagon of. I'm so glad that she's canceled. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big freedom of speech guy, but the thing is her entire content is victim blaming. I don't even know if she knows that she's doing it, but she's always goes that route. She always goes the route of victim blaming. And then she couldn't resist with this. And it's making her implode that she can't.
But it is kind of nice for us. We don't have to watch it. It is it's a little bit of a break.
I mean, you never did have to watch it. You know what I mean? You can just
but we heard about it. No, I didn't watch it. I never watched it, but you would hear about it anyway. You would hear what she did because it was that awful. You would hear it all over the place. But
I got a copy of the search warrant for Brian's house.
You got the copy of the search warrant for this house or search warrant for? Be careful, because I thought I had that earlier today, and what happened was
I know search warrant. Well,
it was actually a warrant for the hard drive that was found inside the van.
Yeah, computer external storage devices. Oh, okay.
That's what I have. Yeah,
it's for the van.
Yeah, it's for the hard drive that was found in the van.
I would think that I would doubt that there'd be anything on that. I mean, that'd be pretty
Right.
dumb.
Well,
but
I mean, if you read
who
that
knows?
search warrant, it kind of it explains almost repetitively.
I just got it. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like when you read it, you'll see like it explains almost repetitively why they wanted the warrant for it, because there's all kinds of things that they could do. They could build a timeline. There's all kinds of things they
Yeah.
can do with that.
Right.
It all depends on what's on it, you know.
So
Yeah.
you said that you read this. Is there anything on this I should redact or whatever?
No, well, you should have. It should be redacted. If you have the same one I have, it should already be redacted. But I just skimmed through it because it, like I said, it was pretty repetitive. It seemed like
Yeah.
Okay,
it was
so
just like thoroughly detailing why they wanted the warrant and why they wanted to search the hard drive, but they didn't go into any real details about the case except for the timeline leading up to finding that hard drive.
It's the warrants issued by the state of Florida.
Right.
I mean, it's not the federal government. It doesn't look like.
Well, because
I
it wasn't a federal case yet. They hadn't found her body
okay.
yet.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Hmm.
But I mean,
So then, does that mean
federal-
the House one was federal? Does
Yeah.
that mean the House?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
it was FBI.
because it was FBI searching it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of speculations, a lot of rumors that it was a crime scene, but it's just because they use crime scene tape to close it off, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that a crime actually took place in the house.
I'm not seeing any redactions on here, so I don't know.
I can send it to you if you want. Hold on.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Give me a second.
I mean, I'm seeing some names on here, but I think that they're names that pretty much everyone knows. I mean, like the subject's name, yeah, her boyfriend, the subject's the subject's mother. I mean, I don't really care to know. Okay. Page 3. Um, 1, 2, 3. All right. Affidavit for application.
And you should be getting it. My battery's going to die soon, but I'll hang out
Okay.
with you until it does.
Oh,
But you should be getting it
Aw.
now.
All right. Would you? Okay. Email. All right.
yeah. They said it was a crime scene because they're gonna try to preserve evidence, right? Like they
Well, they
don't want anybody going in there and messing with anything, so they're gonna say a crime.
said it was a scene,
related to
yeah.
a crime. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's a
Related
scene. I mean,
to.
yeah. They want to preserve it, I imagine, and everything. But I mean, I don't think that there's anything just like at least they're not confirming if a crime occurred there or not yet. you
Right.
know?
Right. It's just that
Usually
they
when-
got to get the evidence that
Right.
they're looking for.
Usually when they redact something, it's to take away not just personal information of people, but also medical information, because you
Uh-huh.
can't share that stuff.
Right.
All right. So I'm told to read page 3. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I just looked at what I almost fucking opened. It would have been bad. Okay. So this is page 3. Affidavit and application computer external storage devices. Before whatever. Probably sworn probable cause to believe and does believe that the laws of the state of Florida have been violated to it. That the officer has reason to believe and does believe that evidence connected with the investigation is currently contained within the computer's external devices or storage devices. Okay, this is just serial number and shit. Grounds for issuance. The following grounds for issuance. I don't know. Okay. Okay. The subject, Gabby, and her boyfriend left from New York State sometime in mid-June for a vacation to Utah, traveling a variety of national parks along the way. While they were on the trip, they documented some of the events, beginning our van life journey. During the trip, the subject sent multiple text messages and had many talks with her mother via cell phone communication using her subscriber number of Oh shoot, that wasn't redacted.
No, there was her mom. Another name. Okay. Mm.
Okay. I'm looking at. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, she's dead. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You're not
Oh,
gonna.
no,
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
The cell services. It's with them anyway. They have the phones and stuff, right?
Right.
I thought that was her mother's number.
I don't have
That's how I read it.
100%. I don't have 100% confirmation on that, but I believe they do have both his cell phone and her cell phone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A report was generated by the Moab City Police Department. Reference a domestic disturbance between disturbance between the subject and Landry. And the report, after evaluating the totality of the circumstances, I do not believe the situation escalated to the level of a domestic assault as much as that of a mental health crisis. I mean, I know people are complaining about like the cops, or whatever, like they let her down or whatever shit like that. But I mean, if you watch it and you listen to it or whatever, it does sound like they're both kind of in the wrong. I mean, maybe not now that knowing what we know, but at the time, knowing what the cops knew at that time, it just doesn't sound like they were in the wrong.
I feel like one of the cops in that footage, in that body cam footage, I feel like one of the cops, not the one with the body cam footage, but the other one, I feel like what he was trying to do was assess him, because he spoke with her and she gave a particular story. He had marks on him. She didn't have marks on her.
Right.
But he was basically saying she's going to go to jail, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like he was kind of trying to get a feel of the situation by seeing what kind of reaction he was going to get by her going to jail and not him. Now, because by the end, close to the end of the video, that officer winds up saying, you know what, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I mean, she's 110 pounds, you know, she's, you know, I don't really feel comfortable taking her to jail over this whole thing. You know what I mean? Or even citing her for domestic violence, you know, they're young kids and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they're in a different state. I mean,
right.
it's a, oh my God.
So I feel like he was trying to feel Brian out more or less. Mm-hmm. Now he never says it in the video, but that's the vibe I got, that he was trying to feel Brian out to see how he would react to the scenario of her ending up with a charge of domestic violence. And he didn't seem to even care. You know, right. He was just kind of like, whatever. He's smiling and making jokes. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is a shitbag, man. Like, and no, I don't believe that he has unalived himself, as Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast put it. I don't feel that he's done it. I don't think that he has the guts to do it. I think that he's narcissistic. I know it's an overused word, but I believe he's extremely narcissistic, and I believe that that he's just hoping for mommy and daddy to just magically make this go away in some way, shape, or form. But I do think he's hiding, and I think that and I think that if he actually did unalive himself, he would have made some level of a production out of it.
Yeah,
they would have found him already. Right, right.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. The subject's mother received an odd text from the subject. The text message read, "Can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls." The reference to Stan was regarding her grandfather, but per the mother, she never calls him Stan. The mother was concerned that something was wrong with her daughter. That is weird.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Right. I went over that on my live too. And that's because we were all wondering, like, how did, you know, Mrs. Schmidt, her mom, know that, I believe her name is Nicole. How did she know? What made her think that she was not getting texts from Gabby, even though they were coming from her phone? Yeah. And that details why right there. Even and good for her, because she explains it, but without giving that detail. She explains it in interviews. She's been on Fox News. She's been everywhere being interviewed. And you know, because she wants to find her daughter, of course. But for her to leave that detail out seems really responsible on her part, because she doesn't want to interfere with law enforcement's investigation either.
Yeah,
which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love the way this family has handled themselves.
Yeah,
It
really
shows
is, yeah.
strong presence of mind too, that she's
Ac-
trying to like get the
absolutely.
best outcome she can for her daughter and for justice, and no matter what
Absolutely.
happens. And that takes a lot of courage. I can't even imagine being in that position.
Right.
That is, oh man.
And Joe Petito, her dad, I'm loving him. He's a no nonsense, straight to the point, but still keeps his composure. And you could tell he's probably got a pretty volatile temper, but he's just like, the focus is my daughter. Find her. He won't get sucked into any trash talking of Brian or anything like that. Even though you could tell he's the type of personality that wants to break through the door, look for him, and ring his
straight.
neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And again, they're putting it all forward to try to get the best outcome they can, not interfere with the case, not
they want
mess
justice.
they
right?
want justice, right?
Right. They're not clouded by their emotions. Like, they're obviously very emotional, but they're not allowing their emotions to influence their behavior, which is fantastic.
It's incredibly strong.
Right.
When's the
right.
autopsy supposed to happen? Like Tuesday, today, or whatever?
It starts Tuesday. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it could take weeks. It could take by the end of the day.
But I mean, yeah, but I
knows?
mean, they should have at least a high suspicion of cause of death. If it's an obvious form, you know what I mean?
Well, I
Like,
mean,
if it was like poison or something like that, yeah, that's going to take toxicology. It's going to take a while. But like, I mean, if it was a gunshot, I mean, I hate to say shit like this, but I mean, there's some things that are immediately, obvious, I guess.
Obvious. Yeah.
well, let's look at the facts real quick. Just a quick rundown of them. So they have this fight. Somebody calls 911. On the 911 call, the guy says that he witnessed her slap her repeatedly. Then he drives home in the van, right? And then footage emerges of the van, and her body is found very close to where that van footage was shot. So all of these circumstances, now that's the key word, circumstances, but this is overwhelming circumstantial evidence. Now some states, like here in Tennessee where I live, you can be convicted only on circumstantial evidence. That's what happened to Joe Ray Daniels, because he killed his son Joe Clyde Daniels, and he was very, very intelligent. He's very intelligent, and he disposed of any evidence, and they couldn't find any physical evidence. He did a very good job of covering his tracks, but the circumstantial evidence was overwhelming. And in the state of Tennessee, you could be convicted on that, and he was convicted. So justice was served for baby Joe Clyde.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, I'm curious, like, who exactly will be prosecuting this case? Because I mean, I think what they allow and what they don't allow, if it's federal, if it's state, what state it is, but also too, like, potential sentences. I mean, like, if this were being tried in Florida, then I mean, the death penalty would be a possibility.
Right.
So
right, and I mean, and if it's federal, I'm pretty sure that death penalty is on the table as well. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but I'm assuming so. But the thing is it like I said before, the best possible scenario here is that he gives himself up, and his lawyer and it turns out that law enforcement actually has plenty of evidence to convict him, and then his attorney is made aware of the evidence that could convict him, and then he talks his client into pleading guilty, and that therefore he doesn't have to put the family through the pain of a trial, and justice is served. Best case scenario, but we're not seeing that right now.
right.
Boy, when that 911 call with the argument came in, is that anywhere near where they later have the film of the van, like the timing?
I honestly don't know exactly.
Yeah.
Go back. I would, because it was funny and I gotta say this, the Dad Challenge podcast, Josh, he's a friend of mine. I like him a lot, and we've always been cool, but some reason he got super into this case, and he is not a true crime channel, but he sleuthed the hell out of this thing like any pro true crime creator. It's like
So-
he is a natural for it. It was incredible. Yeah, like so he went over with Google Earth and everything and compared and came up with a theory as far as his path goes, and what he was doing. Because there was also some TikToker who came forward and said that they picked him up hitchhiking, which
Yeah.
I'm shaky on that. I'm not believing her 100%, but I'm not saying she's lying either. I'm just like, okay, well, why didn't you take any pictures? Because
Yeah, like some tangible evidence that it happened would be
nobody
nice.
picks up hitchhikers. First of all, nobody
Exactly. Yeah,
nobody does that.
That's what I wonder
It's
too,
not-
because
it's-
like if no young female is going to pick up some dude hitchhiking
Well,
unless
she did have
she
her
knows
boyfriend
him.
with
And it
her. She had her boyfriend with her.
still though, I mean,
But I agree.
yeah,
I agree.
I don't know. I mean, unless
but if
he was a
I'm
YouTuber or something, you know. But I mean, no
Dude,
one would
yeah.
know that.
if I'm in a situation where I feel so bad for somebody and then I'm gonna pick him up and give him a ride, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a picture of him and send it to somebody I trust and go, hey, if anything happens to me, this guy did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, I mean, and then all of a sudden you're gonna go on TikTok because the biggest case to ever break the mainstream media happens to break, and you just want to jump on the bandwagon and make a bunch of money from it. You know, I
Right.
get it. You know, but that's why I'm like, there's a credibility issue here. I don't buy it. Not 100%. I'm not saying like I don't believe it, but I'm not. But I don't believe it either. You know what I mean? I need evidence.
Hmm. What number are you up to on that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at something in chat. My bad. All right, where am I? Okay. All right, number 6. This was the last communication anyone had with the subject. Her cell phone was no longer operational, and she stopped posting anything on social media about their trip. Per her family, this was not normal behavior for the subject, and they became more worried about her. On September 11th, the subject was number 7. On September 11th, the subject was entered as a missing person by the Suffolk County Police Department in New York. Based on the reports from the Moab City Police Report, it appears the subject is also in danger due to mental health concerns. Number 8. On September 11th, the subject's van, a white Ford Transit bearing Florida tag, was located at her address, North Point, Florida, per the license plate reader installed at the whatever, it doesn't matter where it's installed at. The vehicle entered the city of Northport on September 1st at approximately 10:26 a.m. Brian Landry's family stated that the subject was not at the residence and they did not know her whereabouts. They refused to allow Brian to speak with law enforcement and directed the officers on scene to speak with their attorney.
Oh,
So so it sounds like he lawyered
so
up.
it's immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based-
I mean, innocent people don't lawyer up like that.
Immediately, like before you even know there's
not usually. No.
Yeah, the only-
And honestly, an innocent person who claims that they're in love with the person that's missing, well, they're going to be like, well, I'm going to do everything that I can. I don't care how it looks.
Right,
I want
right.
you to find
Right.
my fiance.
But in all
Unless-
fairness, I mean, if the mom has history with legal, it would be a natural response to say, "Don't
would.
say anything to anyone until we know what's going on." Like, let me talk to some people.
Yeah,
Sure,
the only-
like,
sure
the
it
only-
would be, but now we know that there's footage of their van right where her body was found. So
Right.
The only other
Yeah.
scenario really I could think of possibly happening is if her death was accidental or
Right.
no.
No, let me finish. Or if her death was accidental or God forbid, if it was like self-inflicted. However, and I could see someone freaking out about that because maybe the second thing going through their mind is, oh my God, everyone's going to think I did this. And they wouldn't be a wrong thought, I don't think. However, the chances of that though still are incredibly slim. And the rest of his behavior,
Mhm.
just seems, I don't know, really
It's
off.
it's true, and we want due process. Like we don't want to
Right,
persecute him out
exactly.
here on YouTube for it.
I
We want
will.
everything
I
to
don't
fall.
care.
We
That
can
guy
have
sucks.
opinion, but I love the process. Yeah, I'm sure he sucks, but I still want to see the process play out
Right,
unhindered.
yeah.
I agree.
You know,
I'm a big believer in true in due process, and
yeah,
and I'm a big defender of his rights. I've been saying, you know, like everybody's criticizing law enforcement, saying, why didn't you arrest him earlier? Why didn't you make sure that he was at the house? Why did you let them play you and
They
give them
didn't
the
even
head
know there's a
start?
crime committed
They
yet.
didn't know there was a
right,
crime
right,
committed yet.
and they could ruin their
Exactly.
case if they don't
Yeah,
have enough to go through a grand jury.
Exactly.
They're going to ruin everything. They need to have all
People
their ducks in a row.
people forget that law enforcement doesn't make arrests just to make arrests. They make arrests when they know that they can reach a conviction in a court of law. That's
Yeah.
the goal. Reaching a conviction in a court of law. That is the goal.
Exactly.
So
That is-
if you hinder that by jumping the gun, then he could walk free because there's double
Mhm.
jeopardy laws as well. You cannot be tried for the same crime twice if you've already been
Mhm.
acquitted.
That's right.
Um,
It's a long process, and I
Right.
don't envy the family having to go through any part of it. Actually,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I don't feel bad for his parents, not even a little bit. I don't
no,
feel bad for his parents at all.
hers I do, but really I don't.
absolutely.
I feel bad for his parents. I feel more bad for hers, obviously, but I mean,
I would feel bad for them if they had handled things differently. But let's face it. I mean, the thing is if the excuse is, oh well, you know, people will do anything to protect their children. Well, then if you're covering for them like that, well, then you didn't raise them properly. So you
Well,
weren't
no,
protecting them from the start. Because if
That's
you're
true.
teaching your children to be independent, which is the goal of being a parent at some point, is to teach them how to take care of themselves in a crazy world that we live in, then
Right.
what you do
one
in order to prepare them for independence, you have to teach them accountability. There's no way to do that
Right.
without teaching
Yeah,
them
but
accountability.
one might
Well,
argue though
but here's
that
the
if your
thing with-
child grew up to kill someone, you might not raise them right.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
and also like they don't even perhaps just devil don't jump on me from top and bottom, people. Okay,
Oh,
but perhaps they don't even know the whole thing yet, and your instinct to protect your child just to get the best outcome, not necessarily to say, okay, we're going to let you get away with this, or oh, you couldn't have possibly done this, but like let's just zip it to see how all the cards play out, because we want the best outcome either way. We don't want you
Yeah.
vilified unnecessarily. We don't want stuff out there to be used against you unfairly.
we don't want
Maybe
you to
they're
be
just
killed while incarcerated. You're waiting, in between. I don't know.
depending on what they knew, even if they do
Right.
think he's guilty, they still want the best outcome, as far as like nobody wants their child in the gas chamber,
Yeah,
maybe they want him to be accountable, but they just don't want him
Well,
also
you gotta use your eyes. The statements coming from the attorney, people. The statements coming from the attorney, at no point did he go, my client is absolutely innocent of anything being accused in social media.
Right.
It's not fair
But
to the parents.
that's
Blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. He's not saying
That's due
anything
process.
like
Yeah.
that. He's
Yeah,
not
it's
saying
due
anything like that.
process.
When
Well, I mean,
every other lawyer does that. Every
but-
other lawyer does that when they make public statements in high profile cases.
Yeah, but
Every
only,
time.
only if their client is accused of a crime, though. If their client wasn't
Yeah.
accused,
He's being
if
he
accused of a
hasn't been-
crime through social media.
through this, yeah, but the lawyer only has to answer to law enforcement. I mean,
Yeah,
he's a
not
lawyer, it's
social
public-
media. He
yeah.
don't
I'm not
care.
saying that I'm not saying that he did anything illegal.
Right? No, I know.
What I'm saying is, in comparison to past cases that we follow, this one, he would absolutely say that his client is innocent if he believed his client was innocent.
You
You
mean
know what
like
I mean?
Peterson, like
Yeah.
Peterson's lawyer, who
That
was like,
before a body
yeah,
was
okay.
even found or anything yet. I mean, he would have been acknowledging. He might have been in fear of acknowledging that a crime had occurred had he gave it any credibility by answering.
I don't agree with that, because I feel like he would have absolutely just, for the sake of the family. If I was his lawyer, I would have been like, for the sake of the family, please keep your hearts with both sides of the family, because he does mention that both of them are going through a hard time, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, if your focus is that, then try to reassure the public so that you can protect your client from physical harm.
Uh-huh.
Say my client didn't do this, but but he never said that. You know, my
Well-
client didn't do anything. There's never been a crime. He should have explained it the way you just explained it. There's no crime that's been committed here. So all the scrutiny that both these families are getting is not right, and he hasn't done that. You know, and then as soon as Gabby's body's found, he makes this public statement that's the coldest, shortest thing ever.
Yeah, I did.
Hearts and prayers. You know, prayers go out to the Petito family. You know
And
what I mean?
that came out kind of quick too. I think that came out kind of quick.
Totally.
I got the feeling that they
It
had
was a bone thrown.
brain
It was a
before the
bone
body was
thrown.
thrown.
Yeah, it was him throwing a bone. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I can't imagine.
I mean, like I said this the other night on when the first time I talked about this, like if it were my kid, I honestly don't know how far I would go to protect him. What I don't know, because I mean, it's my kid. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I went balls out protecting him or if I didn't. I don't know, but I sure as hell hope I never have to find out.
I get it, but
Right, exactly.
I know how I would. I mean, I would be addressing my kid directly, you know. But even Ronnie Watts did that with Chris Watts. You know, Ronnie Watts was even like, "You got to do the right thing." You know, like you did something, you got to face the music. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like this family deserves closure. This family deserves justice, and there's no way around that. The Petitos and the Schmitz deserve justice.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go on.
No, I was gonna say I do hope they get it. I do hope they get it. I hope that that nobody else interferes and everything. Just they get the evidence that they need to prosecute whoever they're going to prosecute.
Okay. So 11. At approximately 7 p.m., a signed search warrant was executed for the subject's vehicle. On 9/14, was executed for the subject's vehicle at the Northport Police Department. Within the subject's vehicle, the crime scene technicians located a external hard drive. Blah blah blah. Whatever. This computer's external storage device is potentially the subject's property, and due to that, it may contain viable digital forensic data that could assist in the location of said missing endangered subject. Okay, your affidavit notes that computer hardware, software, and electronic files may be important to.
I'm reading the chat. It's funny. Kimberly, Roddy, Mom. They're still searching. They're searching KJ's basement for Brian.
Someone sent me
She's
a
so
screenshot of her saying
stupid.
that I started laughing my ass off. So I read it. I'm like, this was not my fuckery. This really wasn't. I'm like, I'm not that heartless, nor am I that fucking stupid.
She tweeted this. She tweeted this bullshit, dude. Like, but what's funny is she expected people to believe it. Like, come on, dude. Listen, dude. FBI's not showing up in bulletproof vests. Like, can we search your? They're not doing that. They're doing homework
and then she said the FBI didn't even show up. That it was her sheriffs.
Right.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, first of all, what they do is they follow up on a lead at best. At best. If somebody goes, hey, without a crystal ball, the YouTuber, Katie Joy, Brian's hiding in her house, they're going to go, okay, whatever. This is another BS tip that they get thousands of. You know what I mean? They're just going to blow it off realistically. But if let's just say they don't blow it off, what are they going to do? They're going to follow up on the lead. You think they're going to send a SWAT, and people geared up to go to Katie Joyce's house? No, there's going to be like 1 or 2 agents that probably are low on the totem pole, and they got to do that shit detail and go knock on some idiot's door that they know is bullshit, and they're going to be wearing a suit at best. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gearing up and getting all tactical to go talk to Katie Joy. Get real. Like, it's hilarious that she expects people to believe that. And that's what happens when you try to talk about true crime when you don't follow true crime. Katie Joy's just jumping on a bandwagon.
Mm-hmm. And then underneath her comment, freaking Unirock tweeted something like, "Oh, EKC people suck cult" or some shit like that. I'm like, what what the fuck did I do? How am I getting dragged into this
Right.
shit now? So I'm like, hey, I want to take a poll. How many people think that myself or, one of the cult members actually did that? And how many people think that maybe Katie did this herself or one of the simps did it for her?
Because you
ridiculous.
absolutely exude the type of person that would go out of their way to make a phone call like that. It's, because you're so, yeah. I mean, Erin, let's face it, you were a drama queen. Like,
I can't even hold that in. Sorry, I tried.
You have nothing going on in your life.
She has so much time on her hands too, right? Like she had so much time to do it between double shifts yesterday and making a video,
raising a kid, right.
And like real life, not. Oh my God,
that's right. I saw that. I'm like, and I commented. I'm like, I've been a little busy lately, I'm like, between working the 2 jobs, the YouTube channel, I had taken an improv class now. Oh, and that's right. And I had mom shit to do the past few days. So,
yeah.
I why didn't you sit around and do nothing like that,
You go like Katie Joy, who? Like Katie who? Like what?
Fucking ridiculous.
That's what it is. Like she just has to. She has to insert herself in some way, shape, or form, and it's really funny. Like I love that she did that because what it does is it opens up comments, and I just love the comments. The comments are great.
Yeah.
The comments in this chat are great.
Yep, they were having a good time at her.
Diane is like, what? Like, go check my community. I posted a screenshot of the tweet. Diane, go check it out. It's it was her. She literally tried to say that the FBI showed up. Oh my God, y'all. Come on, man. It's just so funny to me. And then
I think the whole thing was bullshit. I think she just wanted to try and get a tip or something, try and get info because now that the FBI or the FBI is allegedly working in her mind or whatever she's being told is working on all this shit with her lawsuit. So now she feels like she's got the FBI in her back pocket or on speed dial or some shit. So I mean I have no doubt that she probably thought that, hey, if there's a reason for them to come talk to me, I bet I can get them to come talk to me. I wouldn't put that past her not for a second. I don't care. I don't care if come for me. Okay.
So what happened with Todd Chrisley? Is he still suing her or what?
That's what we hear.
Yeah. I don't. Last night, to my knowledge, the
I'm looking at
filing
your
hasn't
super
been
chat.
filed yet.
Your super chat is
Oh, I
saying
got a super chat.
the eyes are off. Yeah, Piss and Vinegar super chat you $10 says the eyes are off of Todd C cases against her, and she's all about the coin. But I mean, what does that mean? Is that like the eyes are off of that? Not to me. I think that's hilarious. I can't wait to see how that plays out.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Piss and Vinegar. But yeah, what do you mean?
I didn't even like Todd Chrisley until this started, and I'm like, now I'm a huge fan.
He's so snarky. He's so snarky.
It's hilarious to me because I don't follow reality TV. I don't care about that. But I know who he was because at my old job, the young girls would have the marathons just playing of his show, and and then I saw that he was I heard him the little clips of him talking about her on his podcast, and I was cracking up, dying. It's just so funny to me.
I can't get over the way they say her name. Every time they do, I just bust out into giggles.
Katie Joy.
Katie, they say it with
Joy.
And it says Katie not so Joy, or like he's got to add something to it every time, Oh my God, it's just he's so snarky.
The paperwork has been filed, and it's happening.
Oh, you sound so much like him. My God. Oh, we got to talk there. I have an Avatar only channel. You could come and be Todd for a little while. That would be funny as shit.
I'd be happy to.
Can I be Katie? Funny. Can I be Katie?
Please. You heard them right here.
I'm only doing it if she's in.
Okay, chat, you're my witnesses. You just heard Erin and the Glare say they'd come to my channel and be Katie and Todd. We're gonna do a whole little skit. It's gonna be great because Erin's taking improv. She's really good at this, and Will is funny as shit. This gonna be. I'm holding you to it. The whole chat heard you. It's on YouTube.
YouTube's all about having fun, man. I'm in.
Oh, you just made my damn day. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I don't want to get you demonetized. But you know what I was going to say.
Oh, we've already been cursing up a storm here. I'm sorry about that, Aaron.
No,
we don't have to wear pants though, right?
no, please. It's avatars only. Come naked. It's cool. Just
Aaron,
come
you're
naked
gonna
if you want to.
stop it. You're making it move. Stop it.
Stop. Yep. That's how it is over on that channel, Will.
Yeah.
You better get ready because
Yeah,
the people are naked over there behind the avatars the whole time.
Believe it or not, yeah, it's just what we do on Claire's channel. Like
On Saturday nights, you can come
this is the
and
God's honest truth too. I'm not just making this up because of this.
no, we drop our pants. I'm serious. Oh, he stopped talking. He stopped talking.
It's a bean flicking party over on your channel. Is that what's going on?
No.
No, there's men there too. You're more than welcome. There's men there too.
No, there's men there too. Fuck.
Oh God. And all of a sudden we got all quiet.
Yeah, I'm glad my camera's not on. You'll see how red I'm turning.
I'm glad I'm between the two of you. It would have got really. We definitely would have got demonetized.
Aaron's sexy, man. I can't help it. She's sexy. I can't help it.
She is.
No,
she is
Super sexy.
Now you're making a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see her. She is blushing. Look at that blush. Oh my God.
Do I
That's
have to
adorable.
use avatar now? I'm kidding.
It's adorable, Aaron. I never seen you blush like that. This is something. I know what we're talking about Saturday night. I know how to get the conversation going for sure now.
Don't worry, I can't see it because I'm looking at the chat. Like when you're on StreamYard on your phone, you can either look at chat or either look at the people you're talking to. So I'm looking at chat right now.
That's right. I gotta figure out how to work OBS.
Same here. I'm paying for it. I don't use
I'm
it.
waiting until you figure out to even go anywhere near it, Aaron.
I'm paying for it.
Are you?
Yeah,
you
and I need to use. Yeah, I need to figure out how to use OBS because it's driving me crazy. Because I'd rather use
pay
OBS.
for it. Why do you pay for
And
it?
I don't pay, and I don't really open panel anymore. You know what I mean? So, well, because I'm paying for like the good one. You know, the Streamlabs OBS.
Oh, Streamlabs. Okay, all right, yeah, all right.
So
Wait, Streamlabs is supposed to, shit, maybe I should pay for that then.
I just explained negative exponents. Calm down. Now I'm a liar, Aunt Lizzie? What? Aunt Lizzie's
No.
like, sure will. Like, what? Like, why would I why would I make that up?
It's a strange thing to lie about, yeah.
Now it's OBS fallacies. I don't know. I don't know what this even means.
I know. The big
What
the
is
big,
this?
it's
Big OBS. The big OBS.
Yeah, it's
removal.
OBS
What do
gate.
we-
OBS gate.
Well, I could. Okay. Well, we could start the parody with that. You're giving me ideas here now. This is going to be great.
Oh, God.
Oh, they're going to have at us, Aaron. Look at that. Oh, no.
John's got jokes. John's got jokes.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe
I love
local
John.
Online college offers a course. I deserve that.
Wait, do they?
If they do, if they do sign us up, I would
No
take it in
shit.
a hot second. Yeah, we could be study buddies, guys, because I would go there in a hot second if they have it. But that
Yes,
stuff.
I mean, most things like the YouTube video, that's tutorial enough for me. But sometimes, nah, man, I need better instruction than that.
I do.
Yeah, that shit doesn't fly, man. Like, I try to even use YouTube instructional videos. I'm just like, dude, you guys are just talking Chinese to me.
You know what?
StreamYard is built for idiots like me.
No,
Like,
between the
it's
two of them,
totally built for idiots
StreamYard.
like me.
But even if you ask for help in StreamYard, like just that thing where they just added the deleting of the hours or something, you saw that, Will? Like you have to delete your recordings, like they used to automatically delete in a certain period.
My hours have been going up. Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, so you got to go delete your recorded hours, and I'm asking them, well, what will happen to my YouTube? What will happen to this, and they nothing. They refer me to YouTube videos that told me absolutely
you probably,
nothing.
Yeah, if you want to save them, you probably have to download them.
YouTube never has the answers I need when I have questions. Never.
Oh, they
Like,
they answer
and then
something
there's
else.
nobody I
like,
can talk to.
Mhm.
It's so
Well,
irritating.
Aaron and I
There's like
figured out
nobody
there
I could
it's
talk
full
to.
of
There's
incels
nobody
over
that's
there anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we think it's
With
all
the
run
ju-
by.
it's run by incel idiocy. Like that's what's going on over there right now.
I
one
just-
trick, if you guys aren't aware of, but if you guys aren't aware of, before I get off here, because I'm at 1%, so I want to jump off before I get cut off. But what you can do when you have YouTube questions, you can tweet at Team YouTube. Team YouTube, you can tweet them, and usually they respond. Like 90% of the time, they respond, and they'll give you a pretty decent
They're
answer.
pretty good at that.
I did do that once
Right.
about a question I had about a channel, and they did do that. But sometimes the questions I have, I don't want other people to know. I don't know because it's like I'm learning. You don't want, I guess, I should just admit it. You got to learn, somewhere. But some of it might be basic, and But then again, maybe somebody on Twitter would answer me. That would be good. Too. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe I'm checking out your theory though. Wait, where is it?
Oh, John said there's an OBS class on a course on Skillshare. Thank you, John.
I figured I watched the tutorials and I
on that.
figured out I know how to use OBS. I can use it, but OBS with iMac for some reason it has this glitch in it, and it still hasn't been fixed or whatever. Where the screen like it glitches like it's annoying, and it does it like every 5 seconds. So if you use like if you're in OBS and you're using like you're in a scene and you're using like the sharing video or sharing a screen, or showing display screen, anything, the display screen will glitch. It just keeps jumping. It's annoying. So and then I tried to use StreamYard, but then there was, I forget what it was. There's one feature that I needed that was not available in StreamYard that was available, or not Streamlab, that was available in that was not available in Streamlab, but was available in OBS. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay with StreamYard. And that's where I left off. But I think maybe now I might cancel my shit with StreamYard because I've been paying for the upgraded service, and maybe I'll switch to Streamlab.
Yeah, to me the difference, because I don't have the OBS, doesn't matter. So I stay with the StreamYards until I get a bigger system. But Will just fell out.
Oh,
he's
okay.
cool. I think his battery died. I think he's gone. I think he right down to he gave you right down to the 1%, Aaron. He did.
Bye, Will.
Right down.
Thank you for killing your battery. Oh shoot, I got a new member too.
Awesome.
My screen, Who joined? Thank you for becoming a member, Karen Collins. Yay!
Yeah. That is so. This is I'm fascinated by the legal stuff. You know that. Like I'm never going anywhere now, as long as you have legal stuff up on the stream. You know that.
It's okay. Well, I'm gonna finish reading it, but I think we're almost done anyways. But with this,
all right.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. The rest of it was just, I don't know. Before this, there's like 2 paragraphs. I skimmed through it. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like how they lay out what they're going to do, why they need it, and what that evidence could portray. Yeah, those paragraphs that say that it can transcribe text messages or something like that, that it could convert them, and then something else about the timeline, how they would use it for the timeline, and I forgot what the other one was, but it was scrolling fast.
Necessity to establish a timeline is important in investigations of this manner to place the suspect behind the computer at the time of the offense. Since this evidence must frequently be proven circumstantially, the forensic examiner may need to compile a timeline of computer files that were altered at or near the time of the offense. An analysis of such files may provide evidence that the suspect was utilizing his computer in the appropriate timeframes. This is analogs to reviewing a suspect's telephone records to prove he was at home at the time of the offense. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, evidence sought. Any and all external storage devices, commercial hardware, blah, blah, blah. Photographs, interchange formats, and/or photographs or other visual depictions. Any digital documents, notes, or equipment relating to passwords, encryption, codes, and data. All data files and
They're not leaving anything out.
Well, basically everything electronic. Well, I mean, it's funny though. I have to say, reading this was more informative, like more. What's the word I'm looking for? It was nowhere near as broad regarding the electronic communications that this search warrant was more to the point, more descriptive
Mhm.
of what they wanted than Katie's letter was.
Well,
That was
well,
just broad as fuck.
I think that could just be like this had maybe more of a legal mind behind it. Perhaps.
Yeah, it could be.
You know,
it could be.
it
Yeah.
besides one of those like fill in the blank website pay for form kind of, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
I know. Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Without saying it like
Yeah.
kind of, well, yeah, I said it, but still, this
Mhm.
definitely was professionals. Like this was the real
Yeah.
deal.
I find it, it's true. It's all very true. I find it still a little just, it stands out a little bit still because like this has to do with definitely a death. Okay. Potentially a murder or whatever. So you think that they would want to include as much possibility as they could in the shit that they're looking for. Yeah. Katie's was still more broad.
But then you get well, here's the thing, when it comes down to these big cases like this, you could lose
yeah, I know.
the evidence based on the fact that what if the defense decides that was a fishing expedition instead of like you had a real reason. So this protects them for every piece. It protects what they find by saying they had a real, they're laying it out ahead of time, and they're saying, don't come for me. Like, we knew what we were doing. Don't come for me. This isn't a fishing expedition. This is why we think this. And it protects the evidence. It does. It lays a course to protect the evidence later. I mean, they're still going to fight it, of course. That's what a defense attorney's going to do. But they can't call it fishing expedition because, a lot of good evidence has been thrown out for that. Because they said they didn't really know anything ahead of time. They were just fishing. And then they found it. And so it's, what is that? Fruit of the poisonous tree or whatever,
exactly,
that...
anything learned or discovered as a result of that, fruit is
of bad procedure or not following it. Anything you find while you're doing that, they can't use, or they could get thrown out, and they got to fight it, back and forth. And why risk it if they can do something as airtight as that, nicely done, that's good.
I'm sorry, I'm listening. I wanted to send this over real quick.
Fishing. John says, I gotta say it like, oh my God, I gotta say fishing. I know. He drives me crazy, John. Yeah, he does. It's this other YouTuber. He does this kind of snarky English humor that we follow a little bit. He's doing Karen videos right now, and he does politics and, all kinds of stuff like that. And the bigger YouTubers. But it's a big blue squid, but he hates to be called a squid. John knows what he really is. I can't say it. Chicote or I don't know, John.
I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah.
I was trying to forward something to you, but apparently
me.
Yeah. Apparently, though, it's too big for Discord.
Oh, you put it on my Google. You got my email.
Well, I was going to put it on my Google Drive or whatever and forward it to you.
Yeah, email. I have one too. I have Google to the Google Drive too. So if you use that email, it'll work. Okay. You're sending me something big. Oh, Erin, I'm excited. What are you sending me so big?
You'll see. It's another. Okay. It's another like search warrant file, or whatever. Someone's watching the show. They thought they heard you say something. What you said, and they're like, "Here,
I like legal stuff. Send me all the legal stuff, people. Send it to me. Go ahead. Try. I love the legal stuff. I do. You make my dreams come true, people. Keep me up all night. This is what I want to be up all night for. If I'm not doing naked mayhems, I want to be reading legal stuff. That's it. I'm such a nerd. I can't help.
Wait, PDF file though. I probably need to go into Google Documents. Oh no, it's up here.
Wait, I gotta say this right once. It's a Chihuahua-kin, not a squid. I know, John. I know, but I don't know how to. Erin, how do you say that? Look at John's comment. Say that for me. How do you pronounce that? Chihuahua-kin. I don't know what that says. What does that say?
Where's
you see?
I'll just scroll up a little bit.
It's it says Omegon is a snarky Brit, which I love, and it's why I sub to him. That's why I sub to him too, John. He's whatever that says, not a squid. That's why I get in trouble because I call him a squid all the time.
Oh,
what is that?
Cthulhu-kin?
What?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu
Yeah.
Kin. Cthulhu Kin. Is that it, John? Did I say
think
it right?
I think the kin part's right, but I know their first word is Cthulhu.
Oh, Cthulhu Kin. Is that how I say it, John? Cthulhu Kin. That's what he's got there. Cthulhu Kin. I don't
I
know.
want to say that there was like part of a Metallica song or something like the title. I can't remember, but Cthulhu.
Well, that
yeah.
would help me. I could go listen to the song and I would know. But this is, I'm trying, John. I'm trying. I'll get it right. Don't tell on me. He won't. I'm such a big fan, but I call him, call him the squid and he gets upset. Ka Hula Kin. Oh, thank you, Berillion. Ka Hula Kin. Cat Hula Kin. I don't know. There's too much here now. I don't know. I don't know what it means, Beth. I have no idea.
Where is it? I just uploaded it.
Liz wants to know how we went from a missing girl to a Kraken.
Oh, is that what it is? It's a Kraken? I didn't know that.
I don't know. If he was called a Kraken, I would get it because I have a Kraken on my. Well, I do have a Kraken on my Mayhem thing. It's a big, gigantic. It is a big, gigantic octopus squid. The Kraken. I'm gonna. I know, and he reads all of them too, John. I for a long time I went to sleep listening to his H.P. Lovecraft. That he reads the books, and I'll find it. I'll find out how to pronounce it. I'll do better, John. I'll do better. I swear. I'm gonna try. I'll get his name right.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh wow!
I don't
Thank
know
you. Thank you very, very much, Secret Legal Eagle, who also loves all the legal stuff. Man, we're like a small. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a big file. If I couldn't send it through Discord. I mean, I haven't tried to send all like these large files through Discord, but this was the first time I was denied a file.
Yeah, Aaron, you can share my email with that person if they want.
Okay.
Okay. Because they're the coolest person that I know out there with legal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's something though I want to share. A screenshot. It's of a tweet. I seen it not too long ago. Who was it? Oh, that's right. A friend of mine from a different community who kind of pays attention to this Katie and you. Well, she doesn't like uni. She really hates Katie, and so she follows it. But so she'll send me shit from time to time, and she sent me this, and oh my god, I laughed my ass off when I saw it. It was freaking hilarious. Wait, I gotta pull it up here now. There it is. I make sure there's nothing. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, so yeah, this is what she sent me. I know it's on Twitter. It's a tweet. Here we go. Let me make this bigger. So Mocking Media made a tweet that says, "We can also make comparisons." And then this is the picture.
I know, it was so good. I love this new account. I put one of their videos up on my. I love them. They are so snarky.
Oh
this
God.
is so good. Oh my god!
I my ass off. I was like,
oh
man,
god! It was oh my god! Oh. That's good. They do look very similar.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's creepy. That's like creepy good mocking video. That's like creepy good. Like,
I started wondering too. I'm like, how the hell did they even like come up with that person? And I thought about it, I'm like, all you really need to do is do a Google image search with like Todd's face, and it'll come up with like pictures. And maybe it'll come up with someone famous, maybe it won't. I don't know. But you can go through the liked pictures, and if you see someone questionable in there who looks like him, there you go. Like,
there you go.
I don't know if that's how they did it or not. I don't know, but you know, it's like I never would have had that idea before, but now I have it. What about Pineapple? Guy on the right looks like the City Walk owner from South Park. Who's the guy on the right? That's Charles Manson. The guy on the right.
Yeah,
That was
in a
nasty.
bathrobe with
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with his hair, but he was in a
Yeah.
bathrobe. Yep. Yeah, no, that was good. And they had another one up there too on the same thread. It was all green. I don't have the cartoon. I would send it to you. Did I save it in me? It was pretty funny. But their little videos, I love. Have you seen the 911 calls they're doing now, or like the emergency calls they're doing? Like
No.
58-second videos of on Katie calling for the FBI, or
Oh God.
Kyle calling, for a public defender or something. I don't know. They're really, really short, but they're very clever, just like the video ones they do when they do the Netflix, the search.
Yeah, I have to check them out.
No.
Right now I want to pull up Katie's Twitter because I haven't even looked at it today. I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. Who the hell's? Oh, she's. God damn it! Freaking ads. Wait, what is this? So it knew the FBI towed the silver Ford Mustang that Brian Laundrie drove the day he went missing. Sky 2 was able to track the car down to a secure parking lot behind the police department headquarters. And then she had asked, have they said who owns the car? I thought they knew who owned the car. I don't know. Let's just talk. Let me pull up all the comments. Let me see.
Is that her talking? Is that her saying that?
Here,
Well, it's probably,
let me share.
Well, don't get too crazy, but it's probably bullshit anyway. it's probably so far from the truth.
So
maybe a kernel in there.
So here's the tweet where Gage whatever says it, and then down here, the replies, and she says, have they said who owns the car? Dude won't drink out of a plastic bottle, but he'll drive a Mustang. What? Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't understand. He never drove that car and never left that house. Just another dirty laundry lie. Yes, it was definitely plotted as a diversion. Okay, I don't understand. I don't know what they're talking about.
Just inserting herself. Yeah. The stuff that she don't know, that she thinks she knows, that she wants everybody to believe she knows, it's astounding. I don't know.
Wait, what? On Dr. Phil, Joseph stated that he's not allowed to talk to Brian or be anywhere near him. Is there a no contact order between the families? Does anyone know? Well, she knows all about no contact orders, doesn't she?
She should.
She knows a lot about cease and desist letters, that's for sure, except for how to pay attention to them. I'm going to guess because Brian is a person of interest, they're not allowed to speak as it could harm the investigation. I consider this aspect. I just remember reading there was some sort of incident at his home that involved Joseph. Not that I would blame Joseph for anything at this point. See, this is what bothers me. Like I was saying to chances are I'm not an idiot. I get it. He looks guilty as hell, and he probably is. I don't doubt this.
Right.
In fact, if I had to pick one or the other, that's what I think I would go with that one.
I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the way she's going about this, though, like she's already like running with this narrative that the parents are just as guilty. The parents should be, tried. Oh, the lawyer should be disbarred because the lawyer spoke for his client who he didn't speak to or some shit like that. Oh, well, if the lawyer spoke to his client, then how was he missing? She's running and she came right out and said he should be disbarred, like in a tweet. And I mean, that's what's just annoyed me. Like I get it, and naturally I'm going to be more annoyed at the shit she does than if somebody else did the same shit. I get that.
Well, misinformation is misinformation,
right,
and serious misleading on cases that's just bullshit. I mean, I believe, you want to get the story out there. You got to channel, you got to do what you got to do, but not misinformation and misleading. You could still do it the right way. There's nothing's going to convince me that she has to do it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
She could be just as fast by checking a few facts or limiting where she espouse all this bullshit that comes out with all this extra stuff.
But she could be just as interesting or engaging, or maybe even more so. I don't know, if she left her own freaking personal investments or emotion or herself out of it. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
you can think, you can give an opinion. I get that, but she gets so emotionally charged that
and puts her
yeah,
personally
hmm
into it. Like, I know this, it's because of this, that. But then again, I'm always reminded, somebody always tells me, stop trying to put CNN rules on TMZ. Like, it's like, stop trying to act like she's gonna be
yeah,
normal.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
know. But
I know, I know.
it's so frustrating though. I just want her to do better. Like,
I just
just
want her to cause harm. I don't even care if she does better. But I
and
mean,
this causes harm when you go
it
out and
does.
say the family knows this and the lawyer should be disbarred, and that's a attacks against character. Like, isn't this been in a couple of lawsuits lately? You think, how many lawsuits does it take to remove this language from her vocabulary?
Like this tweet here, and she even said something the other day, like she was giving the Landrys, the whole family shit for not being out looking for Gabby. And now she's saying it's so weird that the Landrys aren't out searching for their son, that they claim they are concerned that he harmed himself. And my son was missing, and I feared he was suicidal. I would not be out looking for him. It's almost like he's not really missing but hiding. Okay, let me ask you something though. If your son, who you feared was suicidal, was believed to be the person responsible for a beloved person's death, to the point that the whole, like the entire, like pop media culture or whatever was gunning for him just about, would you still go out looking for him and expose yourself? I mean, just
Yeah.
they would, I think, provide more work and like a pain in the ass for law enforcement during a search, because then they would probably have to guard them more than search for their son.
Right. And what did they normally ask you to do? They ask you to sit tight, watch the phone, let
Yeah.
us do our job. Like, isn't that
Yeah.
what they say? They say, let us do our job. Let us do this for you. This is what we do. You stay here with the phone. You try to think of family to call. You do this, you do that. You work the phones, you work your members of your family, find any information that you can, and let them go out there and do that hard part. Stay out of their way. You're only going to be trouble,
What is
Mhm.
so we were? Oh, I'm 99% sure he's hiding, and they know exactly where he is. They just ordered pizza. They are not worried.
Okay, so they're not supposed to eat? Oh
Yeah,
my God. Oh my God.
exactly. No, they're not supposed to order pizza.
Oh no, because it should have been a hamburger and a side of fries, because that's the appropriate my son is missing meal. Aaron, we got to write this shit down, like, just in case.
Look at the last tweet here, though. I mean, it's sad. It is sad. I don't want to read it because but whatever. But yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh.
I mean,
I'm
I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not going to repeat it because I don't want to talk about this shit on stream. But I'm not going to repeat it. But I mean,
that's just. Yeah.
They're not wrong. I don't think. Still in the house. Okay, that's from.
That's
earlier.
true. Did you see John's comment there? It's a travesty that the fairness doctrine was done away with so that news sources can lie and misinform as much as they want. That's right. They're not held to that standard anymore.
Yeah,
thank you, Reagan. Yep. Thank you. And yeah, I agree with you, John. We remember when it was like that, like being a reporter, being a journalist, it meant something. It had a bit of integrity behind it. It was something to aspire to. I mean, I don't know,
Now,
Cronkite, Walters.
Now the only thing I forget, there's something like for a half an hour a day or something like that, news programs, I don't, and not channels, but programs are required to report facts, and not propaganda or whatever. But because they done away with the fairness doctrine, the whole rest of the time they can do fuck all,
Right.
I mean, they're basically, and I don't know, like every news channel in America, like Fox News or whatever, and I'm pretty sure CNN is registered the same way. Like they're kind of registered as entertainment channels, like not even news or source of information. I mean, even if they claim to be, I don't believe that. I know Fox is not. Fox is definitely registered as entertainment. I believe all of them are, though, at this point.
They're just not funny, though. I don't know where they get
really
away saying that. They're really not funny.
They can be entertaining, though. I tell you, I've been watching. I've been subbing to this channel forever. I think since I was on YouTube, just about since they were on YouTube. But I kind of stopped getting involved in politics or watching much of it over the years. But since they're covering a lot of the anti-vax stuff, I've been watching this channel constantly again.
Mhm.
It's Young Turks. And like they often will show clips of like Fox TV, Fox News shows or Fox TV shows like Tucker Carlson or whatever. And oh my God, I've been missing some quality entertainment from Fox News.
Because
Really
if you take the element that they actually think they're serious out of it, it is pretty damn funny.
The whole ball gate, with Nicki Minaj's cousin's balls over the vaccine.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That was pretty funny on Twitter too, and everywhere else. That was.
It was like exactly what our world needed.
That's a way to start the day. Was it first thing in the morning, or like before you had to go out?
Yeah, it was actually. But I watched it the following day, so I was.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got caught up. I was getting ready for work. I'm like,
I can't even imagine.
I forget his name. Was it the president of the country or whatever, the city, or the health, whatever? When the authority figure in that location in which her cousin lives had to come out and say, so
it wasn't related.
Yeah. We could have said this sooner, but we spent a lot of time having to track this down because that's what we do. Whenever a claim is made, we have to track down to see if it's true or not. This sarcasm shit coming off his fucking tongue. Like, are you kidding me? With what I do, with what this is, freaking, I got better shit to do than chase down some fucking fictional or some guy to see if his ball's swollen or not. Like
it's related to the vaccine. I know. It's like, oh my God. But he said it's unrelated. It was definitely, there's no correlation. It's totally not unrelated, which obvious, but.
And I saw a Facebook post. I forget, it was one of the pro science pages, but they said something like, there's showed a meme or picture, whatever, said, all the rest of us over here looking at all the people with small balls. Like, hey, we got the vaccine, so we're the ones with the big balls over here. You peasants with your small balls.
Well, it would be a good reason to get it. Maybe to get more people on board. Yeah, it's like, oh, no, that's not even funny. They should just get it. Damn it. But I've been noticing more people are streaming on that, which is a good thing. More good, positive information is getting out there. So,
what is this? Okay, I don't know who this is. I don't think Mackie Pierce. Hey, just signing in to say, hey, so get this. I have a friend in the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Katie is lying. No one went to her house about the fiance.
Oh, well.
I knew what you meant. Mackie. Oh my God. I know that's not the topic, but hey, now you know. Cool. Would your friend from the Bureau of Investigation, would he tell me this too? Because I am curious. I'd love to know. Also, too, I mean, with some TRO hearings coming up, I think if it were false, or maybe not so much this one, but I don't know. I think I might look into these more. I don't know. I really didn't want to because I feel like I already got a bad reputation going after records and shit. I don't know. Reminds me of the episode of South Park where Randy Marsh. Yeah. Oh my God. I forgot.
Oh my God. Right. I was just reading that the medical marijuana card in his balls get here. That is.
I need cancer. I need testicular cancer.
Which is not funny, but. On that episode, it was. Sorry. I mean, it's not funny to have that, but that episode was funny, John.
Facebook doesn't even compare to her Twitter. Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a hot mess. Katie Joy's Facebook page. They're saying it's like full of Gabby posts, like everywhere.
What, the Without a Crystal Ball page or her account, her profile page? I'm guessing because I think I want to say that her profile's shut down. Or
she says KJ. She says KJ. So I guess we have to ask for clarification of which Facebook page, the channel page, the Without a Crystal Ball, or her private, or her, what do you call that? Singular, private, personal page.
Katie's. I mean, she's kept up with her Facebook page, the Without a Crystal Ball page, but she doesn't really hang out there much. So she'll post to it, but like I think that's it. Although she did manage to hang out there long enough to see that I commented something blocked me a while ago. What the? Come on. Oh my God. I swear I was screaming not screaming, but I was yelling at the computer earlier. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm saving up for a new one of you. When I get it, I'm throwing you in the fucking street.
You see, Mackie says that they will see them at luncheon tomorrow and ask them to get in touch with you ASAP.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Here, wait, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, she said they're all on the Without a Crystal Ball page. Is that the one you're blocked on? The one she doesn't even...
No, well,
okay.
I'm blocked from commenting. I can go there and read, but if I comment, the only people who will see my comment are people that are on the page that's friends with me. Other than that, yeah. I didn't even know you could block like that. That's sneaky. I didn't know Facebook started doing that. So now, like, if you're blocked, but you yourself, you can see your comment. So when you go there to that post and you see your comment up, you don't think you're blocked because you can still view everything. But in actuality, whatever you put up there is blocked from everyone you're not friends with.
Huh.
Facebook got tricky. That ain't right.
And how do you know? Because like you're seeing your friends, so like how do you actually
know? Exactly. It's a fluke, really. Someone I made a
that's shady, Facebook. Mm-hmm. Like, thanks, Facebook. Yep. That's some shady stuff. Like, what's that about? Like, really, what's that about?
Yeah, I was telling someone that I couldn't believe I was blocked. I wasn't blocked because my shit was still up and everything, and apparently they wanted to test it, so they went and looked at it on a sock account that's not friends with me, and they're like, "Wait a minute," and we figured it out. We're like, all right, sneaky Facebook. What was it? Okay. Oh wait, shoot. Sorry, I'm going to comments. Where Mackie? I'll tweet you tomorrow. You can say, okay, yeah. You do that. You can DM me. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. I don't have to work until later. Wait, tomorrow's Wednesday. No, tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't have to work until later. Yeah, like 5:30 or something. So, yeah, anytime tomorrow. I'll make sure I'm up. I'll make sure my phone's charged and next to me, and that would be awesome.
I'm looking forward to watching your incel video.
If you haven't seen, oh, it's right. I put it up.
You put it up right when you were going before, live. Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, I was gonna wrap this up shortly. Anyways, I do want to pull up her Facebook though real quick, and for some reason Facebook was not loading. Now,
what do you use to? Are you on a different You in a different system to do that, or you're in the same?
What do you mean?
What are you on Chrome? Or are you on?
Oh, I'm on Chrome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have both Chrome and Firefox open, but like, I purposely I don't have any of my sign-in info saved on Chrome anymore because of the times I pretty much like dox my when you
showed us all your shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's okay. Since I can only share screen on Chrome, I make it so I can't share too much on Chrome.
I think we've all done that at least once. I remember trying to even just do an asshole stream and showed like all kinds of email addresses and all kinds of bullshit. It was crazy.
I felt bad. I mean, there were a few people there in my DMs. I mean, nothing bad was said, but still, I mean, you know, just if I see my name up there on somebody else's DM that shared it, I accidentally figured out. I'd be like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be tweeting them anymore. Shit.
No, I remember being a mod on another channel, and I'm like, do you mind taking like your screen down? Because like people, it shows that like we're all talking in there. Like you could see everybody who DM'd you for the last 2 days. They were like, what? I'm like, I'm looking at it. Like I don't appreciate it. I mean, you just it just doesn't feel right. It feels a little violating.
Oh shoot. Damn it. I should have probably done that before I share screen. I want to see, can you change this though? I want to change it.
To what?
The screen, to black. Wait, let me stop sharing for a second.
If you're logged in, you can, because you just got to go to your setting.
Right. Okay. All right, switch account. Oh, displaying accessibility. There we go. Dark mode on. Yay. I've been trying to do that because like the light off the screen, especially at night, it gives me that like shiny look. I don't like it. So I'm trying to change everything to night look.
I did it because they make fun of us if I try to post anything and they see the white on my Twitter or.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they do. They say like, oh, that's so like, what's wrong with dark mode? Yeah, it's like
what boomers only use the light mode.
Yeah. I guess that's it. That's pretty That's insulting enough for me. I don't know. You know,
It's easier to read though sometimes.
it is. It just looks nicer too if you're displaying. I have to admit, they're right. It looks a lot better black. Even the YouTube, when you pull up a YouTube, if it's in
Yeah.
it does look better. They're
Okay.
right. I hate to tell it, but they're right.
So, right here on her Facebook, just an hour ago, investigators had finished at the camping area where Gabby's remains were found. After they opened the area, Boxer team went to the spot and found this cross made from rocks. Law enforcement that work to recover bodies and collect crime scene evidence are underappreciated. The past few days could not have been easy for anyone working in this area. Even the FBI spokesperson was fighting back tears. Thank you to the law enforcement for handling her recovery with dignity and leaving her with this beautiful moment. But do they know that it was the FBI that did that? I mean, if they were the only people there, all right, yeah, but I don't know. See, it just still, I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. Oh, okay, wait a minute. No, here, someone's saying it was. After law enforcement left our crew in Wyoming, fine. Oh, yeah, it doesn't say who did it, though. Even Fox 13 News isn't saying that the FBI left that. But Katie's running with that.
Oh, God.
Does she have enough hashtags there?
God.
All right, I'm getting petty now. I'm getting real petty.
No, that's okay. You're almost done. You're allowed. Aren't you supposed to do that like the last 10 minutes of your stream anyway? Yeah. We'll just get on. Yeah, get petty on Katie.
I can.
We
yeah,
can.
we can make that a thing. Yeah.
We can make that's the new thing. It's a new segment on her streams.
Yeah.
The last 10 minutes. Get as petty as you can on Katie. Pet the kitty. That's what we'll call it. No, you're gonna be so sorry you let me up here. So it's late for me. I'm getting punchy. I can't help it.
sharing my petty kitty. No.
No. Oh, stop. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna just we'll go look at the Facebook.
Oh my God. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna. I'll tell you later. Generally, if you're a suspect in a case, the last thing you should do is speak to the media, especially if murder is suspected. I wonder what is coming. Well, so what? Breaking, the Landry family attorney has just canceled his press conference, which was supposed to be held Tuesday at 1 p.m., tomorrow. He says he made the decision after speaking with the FBI tonight. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder what's coming. I still think they could go either way, but I mean, but it feels like it's definitely going to go either way. It's going to go.
Maybe they decided not to talk when they got the conversation, and they went, and don't plan on going anywhere. We'll see you Monday. Yeah. We'll see you Monday. Yeah.
Okay, and now she's commenting now on the tweet I read a little while ago. I mean, I don't think I'd just be chilling at home if I thought my son might have harmed himself. You would if everyone you've seen or who's seen you would want to get in your face and start screaming at you at the least. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what I think. Right here, someone says, I know it's hard to understand, but I was a public defender in California for many years. His parents are looking out for him. One should never, under any circumstances, guilty or innocent, ever talk to the police without an attorney present. I firmly believe that. I do. It's just a stupid thing to do. His lawyer is advising him. Yeah, I do agree with that. Because, I mean, I read somewhere before, someone had made a comment that, it was a reference to whatever. I don't know what we were talking about, but they made a comment if you have nothing to hide, then you don't need an attorney. It was something to do with search warrants, and they're like, if you have nothing to hide, you don't say no. If you have nothing to hide, you don't tell the cop no, they can't go through your car. If you have nothing to hide, you don't say no, you can't come in and look for shit in my house. And someone said the people who say that make the grave mistake of thinking they know what they're looking for, what the
Right.
the authorities are looking for. And that's the thing, you don't know. And you don't know what it's about. You don't know what it's entailing. You could have something in your house which is completely innocent for you to have, and under any circumstance, pretty much. But the cops could be there for a reason that you're not aware of, and then that something could, make them, I don't know, I guess accuse you or something even more. Whatever.
Right.
You make that mistake. So
Yeah, it's probably good practice to protect yourself if you
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. I mean, you don't have all the facts, so of course, don't hand people to don't hand everything over. I understand. It doesn't necessarily mean you're guilty. It means you're just thinking ahead, or you wanted all the information before you cooperate 1,000%. But
exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
the thing is, you just want to make sure that due process is served. I mean, we have a system for a reason, and it's so they can't use it against us at the end too.
Exactly. Yeah. And you never know too, like if the officer or whatever, the law enforcement agent that you're working with, if they're good at their job, if they take their oath or whatever, their responsibilities and the ethics seriously, or if they're just looking to close as many freaking cases by the end of the day as they can.
Right.
And not every person is going to be noble or just or whatever in that position.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, even argue say most are not, because just that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But,
right.
So
you cannot in this day and age, you can't bank on common sense, reasonable, or anybody not having a nefarious reason to do something to you.
Yeah.
This I can say definitely you can't bank on that. So there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. I mean, cooperate when you need to cooperate, but you need to know what's going on before you do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the system is set up. Actually, that's your right to do. That's how the system is set up. It's your right to do that. That's why your right is there. They don't want you to incriminate yourself unnecessarily. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. If I were the police, I would want everything to be done by the book, because otherwise, then your case is just going to be shot down the road.
Exactly.
And it's going to be all this time and energy wasted, and you're going to have to start all over again, or you're going to be, whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah, who are we to say
why-
we are the experts? We know how to do it. Like we're going to do it better than? No way. They do it all the time. They're going to be much better at it.
Exactly.
John,
I know. I heard you saying like I do have a Lenovo laptop, but I'm saving up for a new desktop. So I don't even know if Lenovo makes. I don't know who makes desktops anymore. And I do like iMac, but I don't want Windows. I don't fucking want Windows. So if I don't go with iMac, then I'll get a Windows whatever device or desktop, and I'll end up putting Linux on it. So. So thank you for that. I just saw the comment. I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah. So on that note, it's 1:30. I'm going to wrap it up. For anyone who does not know or is unaware, I uploaded a new video like 2 minutes before I started this live stream. So it's new content. And by the way, if anyone knows who he is, who the person in my video, if you can send me a DM or an email just telling me the name of him or his channel, I guess it's a TikTok channel or whatever.
Right.
Because I have a feeling there might be more potential content there. But I explained in the description why I don't know his name, but I would love it if I did. So
we're looking. We're all looking. Send everybody on TikTok out there to find him, because that's a hot mess. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah. So. Did you try contacting the other guy?
What other guy?
The guy that did the other video.
Oh,
the one you sent me. The one you sent me.
Some ordinary gamer.
Yeah.
But Mahudamar or whatever his name. No, I didn't. He's like 300,000 subs. Like, really, what's the point?
What? And so he doesn't talk to beautiful women who are going to ask him a question, and you're like, "What's that?" Like he wouldn't talk to you? Like, come on.
Enough to be his mother, but thank you.
Yeah, but why not try? I mean, you could try. And if he has the name,
I could try. Maybe I will. I don't know. But hey, if you see this, if you happen to see this,
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, call her. She needs the name. She's not kidding. She wants to know who this guy is. Come on, dude. Do her a service here. Give her the name. This guy's funny.
It would be
I
nice.
mean,
I do like
actually,
that.
this guy's not funny. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's
But
not funny, people.
I almost
But
wondered, and part of me still kind of a little bit wonders if it's Poe, but I don't know. But then another reason why I would like to know his channel or who he is.
yeah, just to make sure. Yeah. There you
I
go.
would-
Now you got me thinking.
I think like I said, a couple other channels did a video on him. I just have a hard time believing that these, especially who these channels were, that they didn't first realize that he was Poe, if he is Poe. So that's why I'm thinking he's not Poe, but I don't know. I'll know better if I see you for myself.
You mean he's fooling them all? I don't know.
That'd be funny.
Maybe.
Because they're in the video, I don't know if it was in the original video, but it was in Some Ordinary Gamers video, the bit I had or whatever. There's one section where he makes a comment, like right at the end of my video is where I put it because of how it just like went to a black screen. That actually happened. I didn't put that black screen in there, but it went.
He did it.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm thinking that if the TikTok person did it, that's like a Poe move because of what he says right before it goes to the black screen, and then it goes.
And then it goes
like,
boom.
Oh, that's what I'm like. Wait a minute, that's.
You're on to something. You need
Yeah.
to go talk to that. You need to go talk to Ordinary Gamer. You need.
I'll ask him. All right, I'll reach out to him.
You're funny enough to hang with the big dogs. Go ahead, you call them. You get them. They'd appreciate it.
Wait a minute, what? Katie said the Denver FBI sent her local police to her house. It got less believable when she added that the person also tipped them off, or the person who tipped them off also said that Toad had a gun to her head. There was the same call. I thought that those were two different calls. I didn't know that. I thought that someone had called somewhere and made the claim about Toad, and then on a separate call, someone, like it's a separate event entirely. Someone had then said about Brian beating her house. I didn't know that. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, all right. I'm gonna end this though now because I'm going to. So good night, guys.
Good night.
See you maybe tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you for coming on, Claire. And
thank you.
Thank you, Will. All right.
Yes, that was fun.
Bye.